you guys started 0-10 rookie year,
yep.
you always kept coming out here and you always sounded positive. It wasn't just, it didn't seem like you were blowing smoke.
Right.
What did you learn about yourself during that 0-10 start? And is there anything that you can glean from that that you can use right now during what's going on here now?
Yes, absolutely. You know, the number one thing that I learned is if you're going to go through something like that, you might as well do it in the right attitude. Everyone, I mean, not only in football, but in life, you deal with a lot of different stuff, right? And it's all about, you always say, it's all about your attitude and how you handle things. And so I don't really want to waste my family's time, coach's time, my teammates' time by walking around here and being sad and things like that. There's no point. You know, we got a job to do. We got things to fix. We have things to continue to work on. And trust me, when I leave the NFL someday, I'm going to know that I enjoyed my time, and I don't want to sit there and waste it on being sad.
Is there anything though that you have to tell maybe some of the younger guys who haven't gone?
Oh yeah.
You had to make sure that everybody's still okay. You know?
Oh yeah, it's mostly young guys because they just don't know. You know,
right.
They don't know. They've never been in a situation like this, especially at this level, how intense it is. You know, how much is always on the line just to get one win in the NFL. And so just talking to young guys, had a great talk, I mean, this morning with Arden Key, just about some of those kind of things. And obviously the context of that we can keep to ourselves. But, you know, just shedding a little bit of light into the situation for some of those young guys that really, you know, people did it for me. And so I feel like I should, you know, do it for them.
After the game, you said that last interception that you do it again. You watch film, talk to the coaches. What your thoughts on that play now?
Yeah, I mean, again, when I say that, it's, you know, one-on-one, give my guy a chance. I think that situationally, just being, which is hard to say, just more conservative and more patient, you know, kill some more time, kind of a thing, would be smarter. You know, again, every time we got down there, they were playing too high, and then I see a single high look, and you know, that's always been a fault of mine, is being too aggressive. You know, I mean, you know, I will live with that, you know, as long as, you know, my coaches continue to correct me and tell me, hey, now this is what we were thinking, kind of a deal, and we grew from it. We had a great talk about the situation and those kind of things and our communication together. But obviously, you never want that to happen. You know, I trust me, when I did it, didn't plan on that happening. But you know, those are the kind of things that we definitely talked about, learned from, and you know, just the insight from all our coaches talking about it. You know, it helped us grow and get better from that.
Derek, you kind of mentioned it a bit ago, but you know, as a leader on the team, how much responsibility do you take in keeping the troops' morale up? Because, you know, the 3 losses, obviously they weren't just, you know, simple losses. They were kind of, you know, backbreaking, demoralizing type of losses. How do you keep the troops' morale up?
Same as I am every day. You know, I think that one thing about me is every single day I've tried to be the same guy for 5 years, and I try and be the same guy every day for my teammates, whether, you know, we go out there and win by 20 or whether we lose in the ways that we have. And again, that's more of a character kind of thing, and kind of something you want to instill. Maybe one young guy's watching, you know, maybe one veteran guy's watching. You know, they say, man, he's literally the same all the time. You know, and that's really my goal, is you know, going through a football season. You know, you plan on winning them all. It's really hard to do, obviously, as we've seen in history. So when you're going through it, man, I just try and be the same person every day for my teammates, bringing up the same conversations, saying, oh, hey, these guys bring up these issues. Let's talk about these. Or, hey, you know, these are the fronts they play. These are the coverages. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this check. No matter what just happened days prior, I try and do that every single day, just so that kind of culture will be instilled in this team, you know, for years to come. Again, like I've said this a whole bunch of times. Seawood said it to me, the Raiders are going to keep going when I leave. You know, he used to tell me that all the time. The Raiders will keep going when you leave, so leave your mark, you know, on the guys in the locker room, on those young guys. Even if someone goes somewhere else, leave a mark on their life, kind of a thing. And so that's what I've always tried to do.
I know Greg Williams' defense is fairly exotic.
Yep.
What do you see just in their linemen's ability to get home on a simple 4-man rush when they go with only 4?
Yeah, he's so, you know, exotic in some of his looks, and then sometimes you know, he can just, you know, peel back on that kind of stuff and let his front four, because they're so talented, just go. And you know, I think that's where they can create a lot of problems, is in different looks and those kind of things, and he's been doing it for so long. He's great coach.
How effective is pressure that pre-snap you think is coming, you change to prepare for it, and then it doesn't happen with guys dropping back into coverage?
Oh yeah, I mean, it works both ways. It can work vice versa too. You know, you're always prepared for both. You know, we'll say that. You know, it's our job to always be prepared. You know, for a lot of pressure and not a lot of pressure. You know, we're always making sure we're prepared for both.
Gruden, after week 1, wanted you to be a bit more aggressive. Saying there were some shots down the field. Now it's toned down the aggression. How do you find that right calibration?
Yeah, it's funny, man. You know, we're figuring that out together. And I'm going to continue to play my tail off. Every time I walk off that field, I know I gave it everything that I had, you know. And, you know, as long as I keep doing that and just listening to my coaches, we'll be fine.
How much adaptation do you see from the coaches towards you? And obviously you're adapting for what the coaches want. It's a new system and all that. You have to work through some kinks. But how much change has happened in 3 weeks? Oh, I mean, we're still who we are. You know, we're not changing who we are. I mean, I remember the first game, there was one shot to Coop that I know he's talking about, the one play. You know, but we picked up a first down. I think we talked about that one like 13 times now. You know, and then, this week, you know, on the last play, you know, it's one of those where, hey, situationally, let's understand that we can, you know, kill the clock some more. And that's on me. I mean, all of it falls on me. It's never my teammates, never his fault, because I have the ball in my hands. It's small things that seem like big things. Is that?
Oh yeah, very fixable. You know, that's the good part. You know, but you sit on the backside of it, and you know, it's a sucky feeling when you lose.
Derek, as a quarterback, is the roughing the passer penalty clear in your mind, or is it just random?
Man, I said this, honestly, I said this to my wife and a couple of teammates the other day. I wish the guy would have just landed on me besides tear his ACL, honestly. Like, you know, I've been playing a while and I've been hit my fair share, you know, and guys land on you and things like that, and it is what it is. Like, on that play, for him to try and protect me, which I'm thankful for, right? Thank you. But for him to tear his ACL, nobody wants that. Like, I don't want that. You know, it's like, you know, when people were getting hit in the head, well, then safety started hitting people in the knees and ankles. I'll take you hit me in the head any day over that, you know, those kind of things. So it's that fine line of our league trying to find the right balance. You know, it's an imperfect game. We're trying to figure it out, too. It's, you know, 22 guys, full speed chaos for 4 seconds, and you're trying to make rules for it, right? And it's tough. So I definitely didn't want the guy to tear his ACL. Yeah, thankfully, he protected me and kept me safe. But I much would have, if he was doing it again, man, land on me, you know, so you don't hurt yourself.
Did you get a sense that he was hurt right away, or did you?
I could hear it. Yeah, I can hear him. Really? You know, I heard him, and I was like, you know, I kind of just rolled over and looked at him to make sure he was all right, and obviously he wasn't. But, you know, that's a situation where, you know, you feel bad, man. You just, like, you don't want the guy's season to be over. You know, man, go ahead and land on me. I'll catch my breath eventually, and we'll move on.
Played the Senior Bowl with Garoppolo. Have you reached out to him in any way?
No, I haven't reached out to him, honestly, because we've been so busy. But I will. I definitely will, because, again, you know, let's keep it in perspective. We're all humans, man. The guy just wants to play a game. You know, we're playing a game for a living. He wants to be out there with his teammates. He's worked so hard. You know, got traded last year, had a great start, right? And you know, I feel bad for the guy. You never want to see anybody hurt like that. So, Jimmy, we're praying for you, man. Me and my family. So that's terrible.
Derek, how much have you seen of Baker Mayfield, and just wondering what your thoughts are?
Yeah, he reminds me. I mean, I think actually I heard Coach say it, so I'm not copying him. But he reminds me a lot of Jeff Garcia. You know, just very athletic, very competitive. You know, can make all the throws, kind of a thing. And you know, he's a good player. He's a really good player. And I think the sky's the limit for him. You know, as long as he, you know, just keeps his head down, keeps working, I think that he can do a lot of great things for their organization.
But it was a dub. But it was a dub, though. It was Scott's team. Y'all ain't got the dub to last week, though.